Hello? 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 Um,
A blade embraces
testing
its duty,
everything to make
as a
sure it
jeweler
all
cherishes their gems.
works properly. Thank you so much for joining the Celestes on Shatter. Welcome! Welcome, Maru and Mega Master as well. Um, uh, uh, it's been a while since I played Genshin, like 1 year. And apparently, I did the quest involving Tainari. So, I guess we went and we met the forest rangers and we met Kole, but, I haven't gotten to Sumeru City yet. So, this is more or less first time playing. Gosh, it's been a long time. I'm just gonna go ahead and let the story more or less play while I work. Hope you guys enjoy too. So, let's get going. Yeah. What are we doing? We finally arrive at Sumeru City. Well, will you be able to get an audience with the Dendro Archon, or are you too unimportant? Does she simply not care to see you? It's a dog. Hello, dog. I see dots, but I bet it's under the bridge, but I'll get you later. Oh yeah, and let me know if it's
Whirling snow!
too quiet or, you know, the usual, since we are testing a new setup. Visit roll how we. Okay.
Hello, are you Rohawi?
Oh wait, where's auto mode? Wait, I can't see my own. The corners of my screen are
Yes,
kind of
that's
blocked.
me.
There we go.
Can I help you?
Great! You see, Tainari sent us here and...
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most convincing results, but...
I guess Tainari's a bit strict, eh? Audio is fine. How's it for everybody else? Okay. We're not here to discuss academics.
Here! This is a letter from Tainari!
Oh, let me see... Oh! Ooh, what a relief. You two nearly scared the life out of me. So, you two just have some questions for me? Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So, what is it you two would like to know?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the
It's
Akasha.
like we just random. Oh wait, no, we're not random strangers. We got an endorsement from Tainari, but we're like, hey, we just got
Sorry,
into the
the
country.
Akasha
We would
didn't
like to meet
respond to my
POTUS.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that? Paimon was sure you'd be able to access more info than we did.
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the Sanctuary of Sorasthana or made a public appearance.
Huh. Didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors. which would
She's just
explain
like
the lack of
me, for
information
real,
in the
for
Akasha.
real.
Aw, but then what can we do?
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here. You could certainly try asking around and see if anyone else has ideas. And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing. In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha, and things you can never accomplish. Knowing when to yield is a form of wisdom. Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can publish 3 papers in just a single year.
It's like that, but novels. Some people, like
Okay.
Brandon
Thanks for your
Sanderson,
advice.
just. I think they were writing out of the womb.
Don't
But it's
mention it.
probably going to take
If
me
you
3
two ever
years
want
per book of
information about
Airlane
things like
Tales.
who's been promoted within the academia or relations between the 6 great sages, come find me.
It'd be nice watching Sumeru's story since I've put off playing Inazuma for as long as I have. You still haven't played Inazuma? That is pretty far behind. But the nice thing about Genshin is that the story's always available, so you can just go ahead and play it whenever you feel like it. It's kind of a nice thing. So, but why do they even have choices here? I forgot how inane the Genshin choices are. Star Rail, I think, is a little bit more personality. Although I guess none of your choices really matter in either game, to be fair.
Hey, come on. This is a survival skill at the academia.
Oh, Paimon's expectations were pretty low, but this is so low it's like digging holes in the dirt. So what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here.
There's still one other person we know, is there? Wait, who? Lisa? No.
Huh? Like who?
Oh, of course. AI.
Oh, you're right! Catherine! The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network. Let's hurry and find her.
Ask Catherine to help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm like a quarter of the way through it. Got it. Hello, fellow nerds. Hello, Blander Summer. Welcome to the stream. Wow, what a pretty place. You have fabric patterns, vibrant colors. I think these are stained glass windows. It's really nice. You notice all these like little tendrils, filigree, and tracery hinting at nature on all the lampposts. Everything looks like plants. That's cool.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you. With what do you require assistance?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood. Please wait.
Holding.
I
Calming
apologize,
classical music
but
plays.
I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any pertinent information in my
Darn
personal
Chat
memory.
GPT.
Aw,
Confidential
another
information.
dead end. Well, if Catherine can't help us, then we really don't know anyone else to ask now.
If
Please
only
do
there
not
was
worry.
somebody that
I
could
may know
help.
of someone who can help you two.
A new character
In
to roll
Sumeru,
for.
The Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous active mercenary groups collectively known as the Eremites. They take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru, so they naturally accrue intelligence.
Oh, I
An
thought I
Eremite
killed a few
brigade
of
of the
them.
Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Corps of 30? What a weird name.
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks numbered 30 at their inception. Asfand, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. Though he's already retired, he and his words carry great weight within mercenary circles. If you'd like to get in contact with him, you can find him at the Corps of 30's headquarters, the Citadel of Rexar.
Thanks a bunch, Catherine.
You're welcome. I wish you two the best of luck. We look forward to your exploits in Sumeru.
All right, off to the Citadel of Rexar we go.
Citadel of Rexar. Look for Osfand. Oh, oops, wrong way. Ooh, this is pretty. What's this? Padisara. Padisara. There is a teleport point up there. From the looks of it. Wait, where is this? On the roof? What? How do I get there? Is there a little boingy thing I can fly up? Guess we're climbing. Oh man, everything is so tall. What would I do without Kazuha? Probably walk. I guess I was just too lazy to find the stairs. Okay. Look for Osfand.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you to.
It's nice to meet you, Osfand. We'd like to ask you about something.
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way. Ha! It's true that the Eremites' network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
Wait, seriously? That's it?
Shut up,
Right,
Paimon.
so, the Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as the Akasha goes, we can access even less than you. We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own two hands to carve out a living. We don't beg gods for their aid. It isn't just us, though. If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Oh? Why's that?
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru. Although they believe in gods,
Are they
most of
posing
them
the
only care for the late Greater Lord
science versus
Rugudevada.
religion thing?
In their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali just happened to inherit her legacy. Because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar with Greater Lord Rugudevada and hold her in greater esteem. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance, and the Academia never announces anything about her. As far as the people of Sumeru are concerned, she's just a god that exists. And that's all.
Really? Aw. After hearing all of that, Paimon sort of feels bad for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Maybe she
But who
likes
knows?
being introverted. I don't know.
We're all just guessing when it comes down to it. Besides, I'm sure the God of Wisdom doesn't worry about her reputation among people like us.
Alright, well, thanks for the info, Osfand.
No problem. Always happy to help out the Adventurers Guild.
So, Eremites are just mercenaries, but we've been like killing a bunch of them.
Osfand was right about most people's
Kinda weird.
attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
Whoa, really? Then do you know how we can meet with her?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the Dendro Archon.
What sort of legend? Can you tell us the legend? Why have a choice? Oh
Sure.
boy.
It goes like this. Long, long ago,
Era
There
might
was
see
a
the
man
traveler
who
as
heard a
easy money.
prophecy.
True.
it predicted that a great calamity was about to befall him. Panicked by what he
I
heard,
guess some are
the man
bandits
sought out
and
the
some
Dendro
are
Archon in hopes that she would
legal
bless him
business
with
people.
the
Is
wisdom
what it
to
kind of
help him
sounds
escape
like.
his predicament. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of every kind. However, he still couldn't find any trace of the Dendro Archon. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to sorrowfully resign to his fate.
Okay, and then what happened?
He died.
Then, the calamity came.
Oh.
But to his own surprise, the man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. By relying on his own strength, he managed to overcome the adversity. At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of the Dendro Archon. She said, "O Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her wisdom have long been found by you. Along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass, every ray of sparkling sun, and every breath of dancing wind. So long as you continue to think and ponder, we'll be wherever you go."
Yeah, thanks for the story. Paimon feels all warm and fuzzy inside after that.
In a way, it seems like this story is also one of the Dendro Archon's avatars.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali, can you tell us anything else about her?
Of course. So did you two know that, I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now. Let's chat another day.
You fugitive lady? You good? She got an urgent Discord message.
Wait! What the heck just happened?
Did someone walk behind us? I missed it. I was working. Something to do with those people over there.
It looks like
Oops.
they're searching for someone.
Oh, the city guard.
Dunyarzad was acting super nervous just now. You think they're looking for her? Ugh, this stinks!
We're getting to know a
Managed to find the
fugitive.
lead about Lesser Lord Kusanali. We can't let them get in the way now.
We're gonna
See
become.
if we can get rid of them.
Wait.
We can catch up with Dunyarzad.
Have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for her.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Did she have bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she went?
Yeah, she went that way.
Quick, after her!
Excuse me, the midget's the one who committed a fraud. I'm not aiding and abetting this endeavor.
That should keep him busy for a while. Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad.
I also find it funny that the entire universe apparently, like, the city guard are just not concerned that there's, like, a floating pixie child. But we don't have any, like, view of Paimon species anywhere else on the planet, so people just, like... Okay, well. Maybe it's a group hallucination. You never know. Maybe we're the only people who can see her. Can't switch character! Oh, there. I was moving. Catch up with her where? Behind the corner!
There you are, Dunyarzad. We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can relax now. We threw those people looking for you off the trail.
Really? Thank you so much.
She might be in trouble for having
Unfortunately, I believe
forbidden
there's still more of
knowledge,
them out
given
there
that this is
looking
the
for
city
me.
of wisdom.
Uh-oh. Looks like there are some coming this way.
Huh? More of them? Then what are we standing here for? Run!
No, wait, my body isn't in the best shape. It's difficult to
True!
Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to. They probably wouldn't expect me to hide in a place like that.
All right, let's move out. Stay behind us. We'll keep an eye out for anyone looking for you.
Alright, good. Because for a second, I thought it'd be Liyue all over again, and we were going to become a fugitive in yet another country. Liyue, Inazuma. Maybe we can stay on the right side of the law this time.
It's called being a freelancer.
Just here to grab a burger. Turn off the fan.
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
Oh, hello. Ah! The face.
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me hide.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Oh,
Wait a sec.
nice to
Who
meet
the
you
heck
too.
are you? And why are you shooing us away?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound. My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for
M'lady.
so long that your parents are worrying themselves sick.
Parents.
And if I refuse to go with you?
She's
It'd
a
be
rich
easier for
lady.
the both of us
She's
if
an
you
Ojo
cooperated.
san.
But if you insist on not going, then I'll have to carry you like a sack of potatoes.
Not the sack of potatoes.
Dunyarzad already said she doesn't want to go back. Why are you still pushing her?
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation. Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers.
True.
I have to answer to them.
Also
How
true.
much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double? A triple? Give me some time and I'll get that much.
My lady, this
Dang.
isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's
Same.
why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience was also telling me it's the right thing to do. And knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt ya. For the sake of those who love you, don't be stubborn.
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits and I know what I'm doing. Honestly, the only people being stubborn right now are my parents.
Hello,
And they know
Maria.
perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or
Welcome to
not.
the stream.
They still won't accept reality. And every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, you've been living with us a long time already. This should be old news to you. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for Mother and Father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. But there's someone else in this world I'm also grateful to. Because she saved me.
The
love I have
Lesser
for her is
Lord
the same I have for my parents.
Kusanali?
This is my life and my last chance. So I want to do something meaningful.
My lady, are you sure what you're doing now is meaningful?
Yes, I'm sure. At least, it is to me.
Fine, I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination, not because I agree with you.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now. My nerves were acting up. And I even brought up your payment in such an offensive way.
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Besides, that's our next topic of conversation. Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed.
Oh, so they're her
It wouldn't be easy to hide
bodyguards.
things from your old man. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least make it look like your room and things are still in order when you leave. Also, you'll need someone to cover you for when you're out and about. So,
Here's
I'll
how
let
to
you hire
break
me,
the
my
law
lady.
better.
This way, everyone wins. As for the pay, let's say half of what your father pays me. We can settle the bill when we return to the estate.
Okay, deal.
How nice.
Hey,
She
looks
gets
like
a
we
discount.
reached an understanding.
She's sickly. Oh no.
I'm fine, really. I just feel a little tired now that things have calmed down.
My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're already in a tavern, so let's rest up and grab some grub.
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't mind, I'd like for you to join us.
Sure, after you rest up, we want to hear more about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Rest in the tavern for a while. Yum, I can smell the skewers from here.
Ha! Well, if it isn't Dia. Haven't seen you in nearly half a year. Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Ha! Don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
No need to break the bank. We'll eat whatever you order. Don't worry about it. We'll pay for our own food. See, if this was Star Rail, one would be like, nice, time to eat up. These choices, there's no personality. Oh.
Wait, we're paying for ourselves now? Aw, Paimon kinda wanted to try something fancy, but we aren't exactly loaded.
Why must they railroad me into the lawful good?
How about our charcoal-baked
I love this tavern music. I was just thinking that's some swaggy saxophone in the background, you know? Very
Look,
nice.
Other customers over there are eating some now.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass. Hey, come on! Paimon has personal preferences too, you know.
You continue chatting.
Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and almost nobody was interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, what made you want to follow her?
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendro Archon? Even though I don't know how, I think I've actually seen her before.
Huh? Really?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden for the better part of a year. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. But even then, the Akasha didn't have any helpful information. My younger self
Something
no longer
even
had any
Google
hopes
doesn't
or
know.
Dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. My body was paralyzed. Even if I cried, there was no sound. At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind. Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Oh, sounds so cute.
Who are you? How do you know my name? How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand, but actually, I know everything about you.
Google?
Really? Of course. I know that you're scared of thunder, that you hate taking medicine every morning, and that you love counting the petals on your mom's skirt.
Oh, she looks cute too.
Wow, you really do know everything. Dunyarzad, is there anything you want? Want? Not really. I can't go anywhere or do anything. Huh? But aren't you a child? All children have wishes. Tell me what you want, and maybe I can make it happen. But, can you make my illness go away? Oh. I'm sorry. But I'm not powerful enough to do that right now. Then, can you be my friend?
After that, the voice said, "Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me and told me many wondrous things. Beyond my window was the flourishing Sumeru city. Beyond the city was a lush rainforest. And beyond that was the wall of Samiel, deserts, and all of Teyvat. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. I told my mother about it, but she said that I must have been dreaming. But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Before that, I had never heard of Teyvat.
You were never taught basic geography? It was Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world. Nor would I have learned how to read and enjoy so many books.
How would she know it's Lesser
That
Lord
voice sparked
Kusanali?
a desire for wisdom. It had to have been the Dendro Archon.
Oh, okay.
I've been
I see
hoping
it.
for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help prepare the Sub-Zero's festival for her.
What's the Sub-Zero's festival?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. When she passed away, the holiday eventually became a celebration of the Lesser Lord's birthday. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumeru. In those days, the festival was a huge deal. But because of the academia's influence, people have gradually lost interest in the festival. The
Darn
academia
Google.
actively participates in Sumeru's many holidays dedicated to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But when it comes to the Sub-Zero's festival, forget any funding. They practically act like it doesn't exist.
Cutting all the
Maybe they
music
see Lesser
programs
Lord
in exchange
Kusanali's
for their
birth as
IT and
confirmation
math.
of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death, so they're reluctant to celebrate it.
Aw, but that's awful.
It is. It's absolutely terrible. Sure, the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one quietly protecting us for the past few hundred years?
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't get too carried away now.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zero's festival to this day. But I hadn't met any of them before, so I was never able to contribute. But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful
Uh-oh.
festival this year. That's the
Scammed?
least I could do for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
I'm
Hold
so
on,
untrusting,
my lady.
man.
Does this friend happen to be Nilu? The one
Okay.
who sends flowers to the estate?
Maybe not a scammer?
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed
Oh,
like
she
was
is a
hiding something
scammer?
in her arms. Did you give her something?
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much more prepared, so I had Nilu sell one of my skirts.
This just
Well, the
sounded,
company will
this
meet up
sounded
at the
all
Bazaar
kinds of
today
bad.
and see how things are coming along.
Oh no.
Dia, would you accompany me?
Sure. That's quite the trip,
I'm gonna
though.
go crack down
I'll
on a
carry you.
scammer.
No, that
Cough
would
it
be
up,
too much,
Nilu.
even for you.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take us. And if anything happens to you, then I'd really never hear the end of it from your father.
But of course, And Nilu will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Okay, let's go find out. Well, given the fact that Genshin doesn't like to sell villains, I doubt she's actually a scammer. That would be funny. I mean, I would like it if she was a scammer. Would set her apart from being Sumeru Kokomi for sure. Sampo says hi. Well, here's the problem is, I hate to say this, but just looking at the numbers, they seem to be more okay with making guys villainous than girls. Playable wise, I mean. Like, the girls need waifu power, which means they can't be villains, whereas a lot of girls like bad boys, I guess. I don't know, that's just what I've noticed. Nilu, please surprise me. Be a scammer. It would be fantabulous.
Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Oh, Dunyarzad. It was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home. But you made it in the end.
Never mind, she sounds nice.
But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that, but everything worked out. She's on our side now.
Not completely.
Oh.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
And
whoa.
who are these two?
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at Sumeru City and are looking for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali.
So you're followers from another land?
That makes us sound like pilgrims. I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, really? Well, that's okay. You're still invited to the
You'll be
Sub-Zero's
indoctrinated
festival.
before long.
By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar. It looks spectacular, thanks to your generous contribution.
You're very welcome.
Okay,
It's
she's
the
a
only thing I
legitimate
could do.
person.
Do you still have enough Mora?
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on, I'll show you.
Ooh, what a nice piano track.
I've got great food and great drinks.
What's so
that
great about
everyone
Smash
can
and
enjoy.
toys anyway? Every
Ooh,
item I sell here,
what a lovely melody.
fascinating story.
Wow! This place is amazing!
Not bad. Huh. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never sent anyone to deal with it. We didn't want anything
Darn,
bad
Google.
happening, so we were going to cancel all the stage performances.
Oh, probably because it was the theater asking.
Yeah, who cares
The
about
academia
theater?
looks down on performers like us.
I love live theater.
They probably think it would be best if the theater closed down completely.
Well, they're
We can't
stupid.
let that happen, though. Not only would everyone involved in the theater go hungry, but then we wouldn't be able to hold the Sub-Zero's festival anymore. Thank the Dendra Archon for Dunyarzad. With the more she gave us, we hired someone to patch up the tree, and we also gave the stage a much-needed makeover. The stage
very
is going
pretty.
to be even prettier when it's festival time. I can't
So
wait for you
Dunyarzad
to
probably
see it.
gave like a crap
And I
ton
can't
of
wait to
money
see you
then.
on stage.
Because that's
You've been
really
practicing so
expensive.
long already. It's almost time for your dream to become reality.
Nilo's
It's
very nice.
our
I
dream.
know.
I'll
I
do
kind of
my
wish she
best
was
for
a
the two of
scammer,
us.
but she can be
Nilu,
nice,
what
I
are you
guess.
gonna be doing at the festival?
Dancing like
She'll
Azura.
be dancing the dance of Subzerus, the most important performance at the Subzerus festival.
You are the
Dunyarzad, have you
ocean's
told them the
great
origin
waves.
of this holiday?
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far.
Okay, then I'll tell you two about how this holiday came to be. According to legend, the Sabzerus festival was originally the Goddess of Flowers' birthday celebration for the Greater Lord. A long, long time ago,
In a
on one of Greater Lord
galaxy.
Rukadevata's birthdays, her friends threw her a celebratory banquet. Some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing, so the Goddess of Flowers began to dance. As she danced upon the grass, countless beautiful padisaras began to bloom wherever she stepped. Those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh, if only time could stop at this very moment."
That does sound very pretty.
Of course they did. When people mention the gods, they always think of the Archon War. But Sumeru's gods also had happy times. Although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition of dance. This outfit I'm wearing is apparently based on how the Goddess of Flowers looked.
Sounds like something
we're
that
just
should
tiny
be
people compared to the
eligible
divine,
for
We
government
still
funding.
have to do our best to make sure that the birthday girl feels loved on her special day.
Aww.
Nilu, you of all people will definitely be able to convey our well wishes to the Dendro Archon. I also noticed that you went the extra mile and scattered padisaras around the stage.
They symbolize the Goddess of Flowers, after all. It's just a shame that all the real padisaras
Oh.
went extinct after her death.
Wait, what's the one around
Yeah.
the city then?
The Greater Lord brought forth padisaras in memory of the Goddess of Flowers, but she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful purple.
Thinking about the Goddess of Flowers dance makes me wish I could have seen it. If my stage were anything like that, I'd be thrilled if I had just 2 real padisaras on the stage. So, Traveler and Paimon, what do you think? Interested in the Sabzerus festival? Will you two be coming?
All of Lesser Lord Kusanali's followers will be there for her birthday. It'll be a good opportunity for you to learn more about her.
Okay. I mean, I'd go to a festival anyway.
That's a great idea!
Festivals are just a good time. Sure as you want in on the fun. I thought I would mention something about food.
Come on! There's nothing wrong with enjoying a festival. Besides, it's
I
Lesser
agree.
Lord Kusanali's birthday!
Rare footage
I'll
of
be happy
Luna
to have
agreeing
more
with
people
Paimon.
who are celebrating it.
So how about we all attend the Subzerus festival together?
Okay.
Dunyarzad, let me show you which stage decorations we've picked out so far. Traveler and Paimon, if that doesn't sound interesting to you, then feel free to explore the area. Everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves Lesser Lord
Little does she
Kusanali,
know I'm a
and we're all
professional
looking
stage
forward to the
designer.
Sabzerus
I'm not,
festival.
but
In that case, we'll take a look around.
I happen to think stage decor is very interesting, but okay, fine. I can read between the lines. You don't want me around. There's a child. Hello, child.
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? And why do your clothes look so funny?
What's with your bad manners?
Did you know that the Sabzerus festival is about to happen? There'll be loads of fun things to do at the festival. But the best part is when Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, passes out candy to everyone.
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers. I'm eating a Pop-Tart right now. Cinnamon sugar Pop-Tart. Maybe I should mute.
Huh. Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy, that's for
Hi,
sure.
Aluminum.
I bet
Sumeru
this
is
year's
very
festival
pretty.
will be one to remember. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that
We
the
just
residents
started
here have
getting
a
into
penchant
it,
for song
so
and dance.
nothing really missed.
2 things that the academia doesn't particularly approve of. Oh, and the
How
perfume
dare
sold
people
around
have
here is a
fun? They
lot
should be
better than
study.
what
You should
find
go
elsewhere.
study.
The fragrances are longer lasting and they're gentler on your skin and I mean, that's what I've heard at least.
Nice. I like it. I like to see girls smashing tropes. She's a cool mercenary who also likes cosmetics. Work it.
Ah, dancing at the Sub-Zero's festival. You know, I also danced when I was younger. As a child, I even asked my grandmother why we performed the dance for the Lesser Lord when it was originally done to honor the Greater Lord. My grandmother said that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is a beloved deity and honored by all. And Lesser Lord Kusanali is too. If the goddess of flowers ever knew Lesser Lord Kusanali, then she would certainly have wished to be her friend and hold celebrations for her too. The Sub-Zero's festival has been losing its appeal over the years. That is, until a wealthy benefactor stepped in this year and brought the festival back to life. I heard she forked out a lot of mora to make it all happen.
This is why arts and entertainment need the rich patrons to stay alive. Because it's really darn expensive, and a lot of people sadly don't always see the value in it. But if you guys have a chance to go to a local or live theater, thoroughly recommend it. Especially if it's a musical. There's something about live, powerful vocals that's just insane.
Things are really shaping up, and there's a buzz around the festival this
Diaz
year.
Idol
We're
Animation has her
expecting
pull
people
out a
from all
compact and
over to
checker.
come by this year and buy things during the
That's great.
festivities. Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. Some festival snacks are only offered here in the Grand Bazaar. And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers, the Grand Bazaar's got the best of the best. Sure, those folks at the academia might not like it, but what's a festival without song and dance?
Are there actually people in the world who genuinely hate all kinds of music and dance? If so, then they're lame. Imagine living life with so little joy. I think music is like a universal human language, so that's just very bizarre to me.
Milu, your outfit looks amazing. There's also something different about you from when we first met up.
I thought I'd add a little extra pizzazz to my dress for the festival. See?
Wow, did you sew all that yourself?
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone in the theater company because we make all our own costumes.
Oh man.
Did you know that Mr. Zubair not only can make costumes, but props too? I've noticed that you can't keep your eyes off this crown. Would you like to try it on?
May I?
Of course. The legends say that the goddess of flowers had beautiful horns on her head, so this crown was made to reflect that. Dunyarzad, you look absolutely stunning with it on. It's like I'm looking at the goddess of flowers herself. Hey, is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like Catherine.
I've never seen Catherine's legs. Oh my gosh. Have I actually? Maybe I have. I thought she was just a torso built into a desk, to be honest.
Huh. Come to think
Cut
of it,
production costs, you know.
I've only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a
She's
break.
listening.
Hey,
A
Catherine.
spy of the academia.
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon. What's shaken?
What's shaking?
Break time Catherine sure seems a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same Fontaine movie day after day.
Wait, what are you talking
Take you two,
about?
for
You're a
example.
robot, aren't you?
You travel across Teyvat to enrich your lives and gain new experiences.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Teyvat and all that, but we're mainly looking for clues about her brother.
Yes, you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our intended destination. Instead, they're found along the way.
Huh.
Sometimes the real.
I heard someone say something pretty similar recently. Anyways, what brings you out here, Catherine?
Are you also a fan of the, I already forgot to pronounce it, Sumeru's festival?
No, not particularly. I guess you could
And
say
how much
that
funding for
I'm
performative
loving the
arts, being able to
recent
sew and craft their
atmosphere
costumes, possibly being an
here.
important skill to
Festivals bring
have.
happiness to everyone,
I think
and
actually quite a
that's
few
where their
small
true
theaters
value
make their own
lies.
costumes and props. It's just, I hope the actors are not doing it and they have like other people.
It looks
Because
like it's about
that's
time
rough.
for me to be heading back now.
She has a personality.
The Adventures Guild.
I thought she was a robot.
By the way, thanks
She
for
says
connecting us with
rebooting if you
Sarah.
idle by her booth
We've
too
already
much.
made some great friends in Sumeru City thanks to you.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro after all. See you around.
There's something really different about Catherine today.
She got
Hey,
hacked.
traveler. Paimon.
Oh, hey Dia, what's going on?
I've got something to
What's
tell ya.
shaking?
My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you. Well, I have an idea that might help.
Are you serious? We'd love that.
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions.
Oh, nice. We're gonna join the Yakuza. We're gonna, you know, take someone somewhere and ask them some questions. The real lost sibling we're looking for were the friends we made along the way. It's kind of turning into that. I mean, our sibling has not been acting too siblingly. We have been ditched, discarded. We have been told nothing but cryptic answers. And we have been, well, they've also tried to, like, kill us indirectly through their minions, but, you know, still. Hiring a hit on someone, I think, counts as murder against them. I don't know that for sure, but it just seems reasonable to assume. What about Dunyarzad?
My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment.
She just like me,
Neely's
for
found
real.
A place for her to rest.
Talk
After
to
I take
people
my
for
lady
2
home,
seconds. Oh my gosh, I'm
let's
so
meet in front
tired.
of the Citadel of Bazaar.
Sounds like a plan. Let's head over to the Citadel of Rexar and wait for Dia.
Wait for Dia. I thought all this time that her name was Dehya. So this is why I'm glad to have English voice acting.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time. If it wasn't for you two, she probably would have been caught and dragged back much earlier.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia. Who would have thought you had such a soft spot for Dunyarzad?
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
Look, Dia's blushing.
Much if I've ever seen one.
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you two to meet with the Lesser Lord. Oh, hey, Chief.
Dia, what are you doing here? And well, didn't expect to see you three together.
I take it you all know each other already?
Mm-hmm. We met this morning
Her
after
eyes
the
are very
Adventurers Guild
cat-like
pointed
or
us to
lion-like.
Osmond for more
I think that's
info.
cool. Hi, Dima. Welcome to the
No
stream.
So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Rookshaw's gone over to the Academia.
I forgot there was a
The
theft.
Grand Sage recently ordered Sumeru City to begin bolstering its defenses. So people from all over have been called back to the city. Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose I might as well tell them what we know.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft?
Oh, okay. They
What
didn't tell
theft
us
you
about
guys
it.
talking about?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But if you ask me, the case is more about the Academia than anything else. Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village.
It was a
Word got
person.
out, and the convoy
It's
was
trafficking.
robbed on its way back. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra, but also enlisted our help in the search for leads. All we know so far is that whatever was stolen is currently in Port Ormos.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. You can travel there by leaving Sumeru City and heading south along the river. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag. You never know who you'll meet there.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods. I'm afraid I don't have any other details for you, though. If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice, try introducing yourselves as students of the Academia once you're there.
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in Port Ormos?
If
Field
you're
trip.
also interested, just go there and see what happens.
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homayani family. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your backs. Let's just say that the Eremites there aren't nearly as friendly as those here in Sumeru City. There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like "Retake Sumeru for King Deshret." Word is that more and more are
Make
joining their
Sumeru
movement. They're
great
becoming a real
again.
headache for Chief and the others.
You bet they are. King Deshret's been dead for thousands of years. Now they start spreading rumors of his
Deshret?
return. Ridiculous.
That sounds
Not
Egyptian.
everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandoned their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, Traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
Thanks, Dia, and you too, Osfond. Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City, let's head to Port Ormos and see what we can find next.
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival, so be sure to get yourselves back here in time for that.
Yes, ma'am. Don't worry, we will. Yep, we won't forget. Don't worry, we will forget.
Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival.
Okay. Guess we're taking a trip to where is this? Oh, I apparently have a teleport point there. You guys want to know why? Does anybody recognize this this icon map here? I have a lot of the teleport points activated, but I've done like no exploration.
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30 care? And that's not all. Did you know that...
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy!
It's a
Guess
convention.
That's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumeru. Maybe it's because of what Dia told us earlier, but Paimon can't seem to shake the feeling that there's also danger lurking in these crowds.
Yeah, don't say.
Let's get our bearings so we can start looking for leads. We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. But other than that, we don't have much else to go on. Osfan told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here, and the Academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormos.
Google's got quite a few holes.
Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and asking about the stolen item?
No, it depends how you phrase it, you know. Investigation, discovery. The first saleswoman to know the right vibe to successfully bring in customers. It sounded kind of seductive. Welcome. I mean, wasn't she marketing perfume? I think she was marketing perfume, so maybe, I don't know. No, wait, it was spices, right? Yeah, who knows?
If there's any information to be found, Paimon bets we could find it in the market. Let's ask around and see what we come up with.
Okay. Ask a nearby merchant for information. Hello, nearby merchant. Please give me information.
Welcome. Welcome. How can I help you two?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the Academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to cut loose a little. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the Academia.
I mean, this lady is going to be real suspicious if we're like, oh, well, good, because you see, we are those students too, you know.
Even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment.
Students go everywhere, man. Anywhere you go, you will find somebody studying it.
Students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the Academia. Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the Academia.
They look pretty serious.
They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago.
They didn't sign up for the right kayaking expedition.
The life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Those students
Well,
seem to be discussing
not
something.
to burst your bubble, man, but I've personally learned over the past few months maybe you shouldn't put all your stock in internet. Eavesdrop. Ooh, time to be criminals. All they need is a kayak.
It's no good.
Kai.
I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshred and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein El Ahmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the Academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ein al-Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, They'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say $500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to
That's how much it
buy
costs
what
to
we're
level up a
looking for?
talent once.
I guess we might as well
Maybe.
give up on
Did
trying to
last crown
graduate
out?
this
I don't
way.
remember how much it costs.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Oh, I
I'm
guess
after that
makes
shady
sense.
knowledge.
Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that?
Yes. Yeah, all the time. What?
So, what's our plan?
Let's go to the tavern, I
Did you hear
guess.
what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora! Have you lost your mind?
I came back to this game, I had 15 million mora Paimon. Unlike Star Rail, I'm actually kind of rich in this game.
Give it a shot.
Sorry, let me finish eating my Pop-Tart. Then it will be less disruptive.
I enjoy making jewelry for newlyweds the most.
$500,000 more is pennies from me? Yeah, see, Paimon doesn't realize we're gonna give them the Mora and then beat it back out of them again. I'm the Yakuza, baby. I have a baseball bat in Hoyo versus other game.
Place we heard those students talking about.
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh! Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of Mora this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick Mora?
Yeah, with boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
You know, I feel like somebody talking about a god's resurrection was also happening in Liyue, and that didn't turn out so well either.
Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Oh boy. A traitor.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
Paimon's head is too empty to comprehend that plan. To be fair, Paimon's head is kind of too empty to comprehend just about any plan. Just buckle in for the ride. Buckle in for the ride, Ooh. She looks so elegant sitting like this. Wait, she has to have heels because her heels don't touch the ground. Oh, to be short. Couldn't relate. That's a lie. I can totally relate.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want?
Hi! I'm a student from the
Student?
academia.
What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos?
Poking my nose around your illegal business.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Hand him 50 Mora. Let's see what happens.
Huh? What is this? Some kind of joke?
Twisted joke!
Sorry, she must have grabbed the wrong amount. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Paimon can't stand to see so much Mora go.
What happens if you're in this part of the story and you don't have 500,000 Mora?
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there.
Do we have to go on a subquest to get a
Well, what are you
loan?
waiting
Because I think
for?
that'd be kind of funny. I just have one more question. Would you prefer a knuckle sandwich
Deshret just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're archaeology students.
That's very believable.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info.
To be fair, they don't
As you
really
can see,
care on the
members of
validity of the
Ain-el-Ahmar
client,
are
only whether they
devout
pay,
believers
so...
of King Deshret. Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an
Egypt.
advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, yes.
Dear.
That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she
well,
conspired
for
with the
tyranny, you're
academia to
living a
cover up
pretty
the
good
truth of her
life. I'm not
actions
gonna,
and create
like,
the merciful
really?
and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there. Oh,
Like,
no.
I understand
King
if you're
Deshret
mad,
isn't
but
truly dead.
calling this
The
is
voice of the
the
oracle has been
tyranny is a
heard in
bit
the desert,
much.
prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a
I'm just
believer
like,
of King
okay.
Deshret.
Go on a side quest to find Child's wallet. Surprised the Eremites aren't questioning why an academia student have a floating toddler. You know, I would ask the same thing, except it's made it pretty clear that they just kind of care about the money. So since we forked over the Mora, they're probably not keen on asking that many questions.
I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Sagida!
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you.
Like a violent
Listen to me.
apologist.
That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the Mora you're worth.
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain
He's
terms.
very pretty
But
eye
that was
color.
then.
I love the teal.
It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough.
I mean, dude
the
looks like he
academia because it
works
just
out. I don't think this is going to turn out the way you
For a
want it
lunatic
to.
like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept.
He's a lawyer!
Even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Tevat. If, on
Oof.
the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere
Get the
following through
popcorn
of a few
Paimon.
business deals.
We have a show.
I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay, then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp.
1,
Don't
2,
expect
3,
us to
4,
hold
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 dual commandments.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 Mora to them.
Ooh, nice. I like this plan. Push his
Please, I
glasses
beg
up,
you, don't
consider the
provoke them.
following. Yeah,
We
I
can't
guess this
afford
guy's
any
like
trouble with
the
this
cool
crowd.
Redditor.
They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Sheesh!
Did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Amorites running too. Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions. He went that way! After him!
Hello, Mr. Devious Lawyer. I like the way you think.
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want?
Doesn't turn around to adjust us. I have to look cool at all times. Just turns the head.
No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future. All right.
It's
Goodbye.
a bummer I've got like 4 fully kitted out teams.
We still have something to ask you about. Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two?
Very
Why are you
fair
inquiring about
question.
that?
I'm a student from the academia. Dude, they called him academia scum. Do you think he's going to fall for that? Why are we so stupid in this game?
A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
I know a thing or two about swordplay. Perhaps we can also talk terms.
Huh? Oh, yeah. She's really strong. Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange?
Oh no.
That?
She doesn't
That does
even
not
have a
sound
vision.
the way you think it
Forget
does,
it.
Maybe
Paimon.
not, but she can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those hot-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
I'll show you a demonstration.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
Yeah, this guy's giving us a lot of
You were
stuff
willing
given
to
that
part
we
with
just met.
500,000 Mora for something and you didn't even know what it was?
Oh, well, kind of true.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's
Well, if
pocket
you truly
change,
are
man, you
skilled
know?
as you claim,
When
then
you're
you can
just
beat
as
the
rich as
answer out
I
of them
am.
when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
It's human trafficking, maybe.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before. This is what you've been looking for.
He just has it?
Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
Darn,
This
it's not a
is a
human.
knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge.
It's a thumb
It's like a
drive.
miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents.
Oh. It's what do they call them? The like federally, confidential thumb drive.
Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate.
What
Over
is
the
your
past
opinion on
century,
such people?
A wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia.
Canned knowledge is
Now,
kind of just funny.
in
It's
Port
like they took
Ormos,
knowledge and
the
they just
valuable ones
stuck
are
it in a
means
can.
to Mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up.
I heard the academia lost something recently.
Oh, so that's your true objective. With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer.
Perhaps we can negotiate further. This has slightly just like sus connotations to me, man. We're acting so weird in this country.
You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
Oh no. What are we getting? We're getting involved in something not necessarily good. Go with Al-Haytham to a more secluded spot. We're getting involved in like the mafia.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something.
True.
I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling
Dory?
merchant.
Where's
Unlike the
Dory?
peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge
I'm
capsules,
Dory.
she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations.
Yeah,
I think
black
she
market.
blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no
Oh
intention
dear.
of letting her get any further.
Black market now.
Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Oh dear me.
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
We could be getting involved in all kinds of criminal activity on foreign
So Dory
soil
should
right
view you
now.
as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to improvise.
Okay.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some
I
funds for
have
you.
excellent
Buy her
taste.
highest quality wares and earn her approval.
But we only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight?
Oh, yeah.
Oh? That's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue.
Okay.
Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
Ooh, one's shinier.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
They both glow green.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any mora left over,
Oh, I hate these.
oh, and
I
be sure to
despise
exercise some
them.
caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Matra?
Oh no, and a stealth game? Say it isn't so.
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge
Is
transactions.
there anything worse than
Like
the
I
bargaining
said,
minigame
the
and the stealth
Academia has banned
minigame?
both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time. Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll have an open discussion then.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
We're getting involved in all kinds of shenanigans.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Huh? I don't know.
What a unique palate. We have unripe hara fruits, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Ronak, these two want to buy
Oops, I didn't
unripe
even
hara
look.
fruits.
I didn't even look at the
Show them
paper.
to the warehouse.
I better look at that, huh?
You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some
Oh,
time.
I guess unripe and raw is the same, so it railroads you into doing things correctly.
Sumeru Rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
Ah, the warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
Oh man. You sure do like taking your time, don't you?
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
I am sorry to hear that. I should have read the paper.
Hold on. That's not right. Taken by mice means they sold out.
I didn't read it at all.
I'm sorry, but as things currently stand, we won't be able to fulfill your order. Why don't you two think things over?
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at...
So we're learning how to talk to the black market, eh? Hoyover's teaching children how to communicate with the black market. Okay, where? Which one is it? What? Why don't they dispose of quest items, man? Looking to buy unripe hara fruits. We're morning rose. By Ken knowledge, a mouse is a customer. A Reboshlin tiger is Matra. I forgot who Matra is. Oh yeah, they're the guards. Taken by mice, taken by the tiger, confiscated. Pack was to purchase Port Ormos. Customer skill. I can't remember this. Huh? I don't even know what those last two things mean, but okay.
Before I retrieve your... Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If you look like you have some skill, why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad life decision.
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru city or Port Ormos style?
Port Ormos with to get her attention, I guess.
You two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay. Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the mantra! Run!
The mantra? Where? I'll hate them said we're done for if they catch us.
Running from another city guard. Oh wow, that dude booked it.
So let's follow that informant.
Wait, where? Oh, it's not a stealth game. In that case. How do I get to the... Maybe this is the way to the teleport point. Whee! Give me a second. Oh, well, I'll probably go up anyway.
He ran that way.
Oh, well, okay. Hello, El Rosario Soul. Welcome to the stream. It's kinda...
Look, he's over there.
Okay, but must they... must they intersplice these with like the 3-second cutscene? I guess it's to show people where to go? Where the teleport point is. Or something. Ooh, what's this house here? Is this Dory's residence? We're gonna meet,
Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way. Another password. Huh? Oh, that voice could... Here, over here. You can stop running now. So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier. Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet
you'd be surprised. We were wanted in every country we visited so far, except for Mondstadt.
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it. I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces, no matter how much more they might have. Not only will they get caught by the mantra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business. We don't
honest?
need that, wouldn't you agree?
I'd describe your business as many things, ma'am. I don't think honest would be one of those words.
Here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good.
Okay.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Go ahead, help yourselves. Voila! Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge.
We're downloading. You know what this is? This is like downloading. What are they called again? Torrenting. We're torrenting.
luck, my dear customers. Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can, however, offer some suggestions. Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people
That's
in
censored
all of
knowledge?
Tibet have ever studied it, making it extremely rare. It's on sale now for 350,000 mora. Yeesh. Who would want to be an expert in that topic? Or
Ella Musk from Monster,
the
I guess.
architectural styles and construction methods of Tibet in the early Archon War period. With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent, well-paying job in nearly any nation. Ooh, now this sounds like it could be useful. 2 million mora, and it's yours. No discounts. Whoa! That's a lot of mora! Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small text on the body of each one, down at the bottom. Alright, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned.
What did he mention? Oh, elemental sight. Oh. Oh, are we getting all of those? I'll take this one. And this one. As well as this one.
You've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality.
Some would say it's an elemental eye. Canned knowledge as opposed to freshly prepared knowledge. Hello, Drew Brothers. Welcome to the
You are
stream.
blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed. 1 in 100. No, 1 in 1,000 even. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million mora.
That's a pretty good deal.
Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million.
Well, that's how they get you.
But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 mora. If we spend just a little
mean,
more, we can get something worth 1
I
million
would do it
mora.
because there's some things. There's some things that are upselling,
All this trouble to
and
get
there's
this
some
canned
things that is actually just a good deal.
Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself?
You just want to see me try it. The funny part about these 2 canned knowledge capsules is that they're relatively related to 2 lore-heavy topics we do want more answers on, Hilichurls and the Archon War. Aren't Hilichurls the cursed souls of the fall of where's Dainslift's place again? I don't remember. But that thing. Not Celestia. Wow. It's been a long time. It's been a year. I don't remember anything. But that's what I thought the Hilichurls were. Or were those only the Abyss servants?
We still have around 100,000 of Al-Haytham's mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Ahem. You've got a deal, Dory.
This is what we call enabling. Kenria, yeah. I think it was like KHAEN apostrophe RIAH or something?
Canned knowledge over here. Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there?
They're worth more than 1 million?
Dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Please, take your time. Uh-oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use elemental sight again to check these.
Alright, I'll have a look. Haha, lol.
So, what did you see?
They all seem to be equally bright. None of them are glowing.
So, they're all worth about the same amount?
No, I think they're worth less actually, since we only purchased like 500k,
Anyway,
and they were
the
glowing.
more's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful.
Okay.
Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of ancient runes. Oh, how about this one? Sword fighting techniques 8.
Sword fighting
Never
techniques
find
8.
volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one.
No, I want to know about growing more plants so I can grow more local specialties in my teapot.
Dory, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring your Mora to Dory and doors will open.
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
Kala Funduk. Like a Funduk. Whee! Uh-oh. Oh, it's a lift. What? Who takes lifts in this game when you can fly? Hello, Mr. Alhaitham. I have acquired the knowledge. I have acquired the goods.
You made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Whoa, there's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wakela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcher won't come here. Okay now, tell me how your encounter with Dory went.
Very well. We aced it.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost now?
Before that, I have to ask. Why are you two so intent on tracking it down?
I refuse to say anything without my lawyer present. I want to meet with the Dendro Archon.
Yeah, she just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Ooh.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Ooh, or even how to find your brother?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos.
It's right here. Holds it up.
That's what we need to find out next.
Your goal is to find. It's
I
a
won't deny
race.
that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades. I agreed to forego ownership of the divine knowledge capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from Ain al-Ahmar.
They adamantly believe that the divine knowledge capsule contains King Deshret's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the Academia tarnish their deity's soul.
So you kept hounding them because because they refuse to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary.
Cultural language
To
or
that
dialect
end,
been
they've
partially
resorted to
translated.
many methods more foul
Oh,
than fair
okay.
in order
The
to amass
language.
sufficient funds.
Yanfei's kind of close. You could
So,
probably make it to
I've been
Sumeru.
sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice,
Are we gonna
the
do
winning
Grand
brigade
Theft?
will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the Divine Knowledge Capsule ends up in, my
So I have
agreements
to
with
get
them
into
will
the
fall through.
auction.
Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was
We're
previously closed to
gonna
me.
turn into a
With you
suspense
on board
thriller,
now,
action thriller.
The situation is different.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again. If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation?
Sure.
Okay. Then we'll meet up in 2 days.
Alhaitham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for ourselves, but we're not sure how to use it.
You two want to try using a
It's
knowledge
your first
capsule?
time torrenting anime.
Sure, I can teach you.
I was born in
Doing
this.
so right under the
Molded
academia's
by
nose
it.
is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
Go into the wilds to test the canned knowledge. The fact that they just call it canned is so funny. How would you like that, canned or bagged? Or freshly prepared? Eeh. Soon you two will have the power of God and anime on your side. Alhaitham used LimeWire.
All right, this place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days, since most have been taken by the Eremites to augment their battle capabilities.
Darn volumes 1 through 7.
Yeah, what a great buy!
Our
If
collection
you
will
want to
never be
determine
complete.
the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength.
Oh, yes,
We
I
can
guess I'm
conduct
too
a controlled
strong.
experiment where you fight 2 battles. One before
Are
using
we
this
gonna
knowledge
get like a
capsule, and
super
one after.
buff? That'd be so funny.
While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry. I'll run statistical analyses afterward to mitigate any confounding effects.
Wow! Alhaitham! You must have been one of those guys at the academia who got top grades on everything. Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia, right? So why are you risking getting caught by the Matra for this capsule?
Why are we asking this? It's divine knowledge. Who wouldn't be curious?
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one theory.
It's just a theory.
Avoid the question.
He really
All
does
right,
talk like a
let's begin
lawyer.
the test. Just fight as you normally do.
And then we'll get a buff. For reading, initiate the first combat test. Oh, are those ice? Uh-oh. Well, isn't that unfortunate?
Take flight!
Into the wind!
No touching!
Okay. Well...
Alright. I'll link your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is to use this knowledge capsule. Hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power.
It's a magic thumb drive. Open your inventory. Use the canned knowledge. Canned knowledge labeled Sword Fighting Techniques 8 was bought from Dory's booth at the price of 100,000 more at Paimon's instigation. You have no idea where the first 7 of the series are, but things like combat techniques will always be useful. Well, probably. As if I saw countless sword-wielding figures fighting one moment, and then in the next, they disappeared into the recesses of my memory. So it's not just a thumb drive, it literally it's like a matrix chip. It downloads the knowledge into your body. Whatever was inside the knowledge capsule became a part of my memory. That's kind of eerie.
Alright. Time for round 2. Fight with the same composure as before.
Okay, I wonder how much of a buff this is.
Whirling snow!
One with nature.
Born of ice and frost.
I'll be honest, I couldn't really tell. I assume it's a buff, but...
Now, I'll start recording data again.
You gotta up the target HP a little bit, buddy. We need a longer test.
The knowledge capsule you purchased did improve her combat capability. During the second fight, her overall
it was
fighting
actually a
performance increased by
0.073% damage buff, wasn't it?
Wait, how much?
Hey, that can make or break 1 second in Abyss, or multiple seconds over time.
Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount!
Of course, this could be because she is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase.
Yeah,
At the very
sugarcoat
least,
it.
this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment.
He's like, oh, you actually can
I'm
fight.
heading back to
What a surprise.
I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dory for information. Pay her as much as she requests.
Wonder what this guy does. It's not quite clear whether he's... I don't think he's a student. He's probably like a professor, a researcher. Who knows? But whatever he is, I'm surprised that he's related to academics because he has money. Well, then again, knowledge is the form of currency here. 2 days? Really? You're gonna make me do this twice? What is wrong with you? .073% may be the make or break in fight. Keep that in mind. Every number counts. It actually does in Abyss and stuff like that, right? In Abyss, Memory of Chaos. Man, they really had me do this, eh?
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the divine knowledge capsule is.
I'm pretty sure this is faster. Hello.
Here, over here! Oh, welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a waterfall of Mora, there's a way.
Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all?
Aha! So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please, oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind.
I'd like to buy a boyfriend. I'd like to buy info on the whereabouts of the divine knowledge capsule.
Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap. After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in big, big trouble.
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious how you just happen to have this kind of info the moment we need it.
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more sales. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it.
Name your price.
It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain el Ahmar.
Ain el Ahmar? You mean the Aramites who worshipped King Deshret?
Thought those are the people we don't want getting
You're
it.
already familiar with them. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of King Deshret. That Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing bright red. The capsule is clearly visible in the
Red?
picture
Uh-oh.
I took. You can look for yourself.
Thanks for the info, Dory.
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else in the future. More effort, Dory, opens doors.
Well, we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ain el Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Al Haytham.
Okie dokie. Were we surprised? Cause I'm not surprised. The others want the knowledge, but to these guys it's like a religious matter, so they're gonna be willing to stake basically everything. I look back at the stream just in time to see shocking recoil at the sound of the capsule glowing red.
Al Haytham, we got the info you wanted.
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel. Have a look.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites transaction.
We don't get to see the
But then,
photo?
to get close
Bummer.
enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dory. Very bold move. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ain el Ahmar. And the glowing red
Misery.
capsule he's holding appears to be the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront them next week, we should be able to force them to show their hand.
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain el Ahmar guys. But now, it sort of makes sense. Everything's playing right into your hands. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend us the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up
And then
again
we're
on the
gonna have
afternoon
a
of the arranged
duel
date,
at
3
dawn.
o'clock sharp. See you then.
Number 1. The goal is demand satisfaction. If they apologize, no need for further action.
Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Pharos Lighthouse.
Yep, let's go.
Go to the agreed location. Very well. How do I use gadgets again? Oh, there we go.
Al-Haytham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But to your credit, it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is turning into quite an occasion. I also brought some backup. I assume you don't mind.
Backup? Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out?
Nah, just because he's
Fine.
hot.
Your funeral. I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Okay.
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck, you two.
Bye.
That's close enough.
Kind of curious whether they do a good amount of damage. Okay.
Into the wind. No touching.
Who is this?
My apologies.
Okay. You had your chance. You did more damage than I thought you would. The knowledge or your knees, which is it? True.
Boss, finally.
Huh?
Did you use it? Great. Now we can.
He's zombie? There's a virus in his anime torrent. Who could have seen this coming? Oh!
What's wrong?
What happened to him?
Zombie. Oh, he's still alive.
Now.
Okay, Mr. Cool Guy. Ooh, right in the ear. Whoo! Speaking of tinnitus.
Target acquired. Arrest him.
Is he actually captain of the guard or something? Oh, they have immediate background. Immediate background check.
I was only trying to help.
And take it. Yeah, of course. I'm shocked after Inazuma they finally wrote a smart character being smart. That's all I'll say. Kneecap stolen.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
There was a virus in
It
the
looks like
torrent,
he used the
Paimon.
divine knowledge capsule.
You mean the divine knowledge capsule did that to him?
I bet this guy sold well.
Oh yeah.
They gave him so many cool scenes.
Go insane after getting knowledge from Irminsul?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods.
Truly
but beyond
cursed
that,
knowledge,
it doesn't
yup.
seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
Someone was forgotten in history. At Irminsul. It was? Oh yeah, we had like a cutscene with the tree, I think.
Got the divine knowledge capsule back too. What a shame. We were so close.
Yeah, what a shame.
Paimon didn't expect the divine knowledge capsule would be so dangerous. Imagine if we tried to open it. Oh, who knows what would have happened to us?
Would you like
As
to
things
try?
stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos. I believe our collaboration
I hope
has
you're
also
planning on
reached its
telling
end.
me what you learned from there later, or
So busy trying to find the divine knowledge capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the Academia, do you have any idea how we can go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration.
Oh.
Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery.
I'm heading back to the Academia. How
Hope
about
you're
you
planning on telling me what you learned in that capsule, because that was part of the deal, and your kneecaps will be the next to go.
We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good.
We do have the festival, right? Yeah.
Then we'll part ways here, Alhaitham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
Through mists of smoke and forest dark. Very interesting. I guess I'll complete Japard. I have to probably leave soon-ish, so I'm kind of wondering if I actually stop now, because it seems like a good stopping point, or basically the knowledge of the boards on 4chan. He dug too deep into the dark web. Now he's gone mad with knowledge. That's what happens on 4chan. Hi, Twinkie, welcome.
Festival, right?
Nah.
Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, how long have I been streaming? 2 hours? Yeah. I think maybe I should stop here. I actually kind of want to play more, but I gotta actually go deliver orders.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me.
At least I was able to make it for the last part. We had a very cool cutscene. Alhaitham is a very cool character. If I draw Genshin charms again, he's probably making the list, but who knows? I don't know if I'll be making more Genshin merch or not. Or just enjoying the story, you know? Sometimes it's nice just to enjoy without thinking about business for a little bit at least. And I had to figure out some way to simplify this insane shield. As usual. Star Rail has some pretty crazy object design. Very cool, but also kind of like wild, you know? Dear me.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
It's good, do what you need to do. Thank you for the stream. I'll buy an Alhaitham charm if you make it. Thank you. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and call it there then. Thank you for joining me. This is a bit of a shorter stream, but I appreciate it. Okay, I love you, girl, but my goodness, do you talk? Yeah, so thank you for joining me this week, and I'll be back. I think I know that I still have to finish Hamtaro, but I have to get in all the charms by next week for the manufacturing time. So, I think we're just gonna have a lot of art and multitasking streams next week. So, yeah. We're gonna have... I still have some Star Rail character quests, so we'll have one Star Rail stream, and then it'll go between just... I don't know. Who knows? Whatever is happening. Oh, wait. Why I can't end stream. We have to watch the actual live stream, or I'm a liar. Or I'll have committed fraud. Give me a second. Okay, Oh, how do I quit? Hold to quit. Yes. Okay. How? There we go. Exit. Alright. You should still be able to hear. Let me see. Fraud. Never. True. Almost forgot. Me too. It's a 4.0 live stream, right? Again, I haven't played like any of Sumeru, so it'll be kind of funny because I don't know anything about Fontaine. I'm super behind on all Genshin news. Okay. Alright, I think the audio should work, so let's enter full screen and see if this happens. How's the audio? Louder? Magic! Wow! Fraud is hip in Sumeru. So excited for Fontaine, but the storage space, true. Ooh, pick a card. Oh, cute. It's a very well-behaved bird. I wonder how many takes that took.
我是你的老朋友大伟哥，这次依旧是由我来担任原神版本前瞻节目的主持人。旅行者已经在提瓦特大陆上走过了漫长的旅途，和我们一起游历不同的地区，感受那些或悲或喜的故事。现在旅途的下一个目的地也将要和大家见面。
Well, if there's any like slower parts,
为了完整呈现出这个新的舞台，
I guess we'll kind of like skim through them.
但也充满乐趣的开发和制作过程。有许许
Which
多
is
多
a
新的
bummer.
想
It
法
looks like it's
新
all
的内
useful
容
stuff,
想要分享给
but
大
oh
家。
well.
今天就请项目组同学为我们揭晓《原神4.0》版本中的全新世界区域水之国枫丹。让我们跟随版本 PV 开启新的旅途吧。
Ooh, pretty. Fishies.
I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne.
I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro, and acknowledge the
Oh my
value
gosh.
and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
So we got a proper Ojo now. Ooh. Wow,
In your
look at
opinion,
that.
Do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Yeah. Oh my
To the
gosh,
people
everyone's
of
outfits are
Fontaine,
so
The
wild.
line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred.
Oh, I like
one and all
where
to
they're
the
going with
opera
this,
epic
like
class.
dark opera, dark theater.
Watch carefully now. Blink and you might miss it.
Oh, I love it. Card flinging.
Step right up.
I like that they're getting more creative with
And over
weapon
here is
animations.
my sister Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant.
Ta-da! Step on up. Let the magic begin.
Here comes the finale.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh wow, that's very pretty. They really lean into like theater and magical for this nation. I think it's very cool.
At the bottom of the sea in peace. Getting gear.
This guy's like 99.9% on the introvert scale.
Going under.
It's cute.
If you look up at the sky from far enough underwater, even the sun is soft on the ice. These
Going to
fossils are all
Atlantis.
that's left of these beautiful creatures.
Oh my gosh, actually.
I wonder how long before the rest of the world becomes part of this underwater museum too.
The sea level is rising.
Wait. Who am I?
Oh, now this is Grandma Destruction.
The water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately?
Wait, is this an AI subplot?
Rain. It's raining.
We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
Is this part of the show?
You've got to be kidding!
What happened?
Charges
And
have
she
now
is
been
now
pressed.
dead.
As such, a trial is in order.
Oh,
Therefore, you would be
sheesh.
wise to tell everything you know and seek the protection of the guards.
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex. I believe this is indeed the
Near Automata.
Your so-called justice, your beloved drama, while turning a
Ooh,
blind eye to
very
the suffering
cool.
of the people.
In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine.
Oh, hey,
What a
look who's
joke.
back.
You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
I didn't realize he'd be coming back. Cool. Nice. The only thing I wish is we could mute Paimon because I would love to take this story
为了给全球的旅
seriously.
行者在提瓦特大陆的冒险带来更多新鲜、有趣的体验。几年来，我们原神制作团队的每一位同学啊，都在不断的钻研与努力。不仅是为了在原有玩法的基础上迭代与优化，还是为了持续平稳地创
Child,
造
you
出
can't
全
just
新的
drown
玩
in
法与
another
内容。
country.
我们
Child
也
is
期待在原神的
everywhere.
不同阶段
God, he's
都能
gonna
够带
rack
给
up
玩家
those frequent
耳目一新的
flyer,
感
you
觉
know, points.
相信屏幕前的大家也十分的好奇与期待啊，在新的这个世界区域枫丹，我们会收获哪些与以往完全不同的体验呢？所以今天呢，我们也邀请到大家的老朋友，项目组的战斗设计师鸡哥啊，为大家分享4.0版本的全新内容。
那旅行者们大家好，也很感谢这一次大伟哥的邀请啊。这次能够跟大伟哥一起在4.0版本的前瞻节目与大家再次见面。那刚才大伟哥提到了啊，原神的制作团队在内容创新上，做出了很多努力。这其实是一个之前啊很少跟大家直接提及的一个话题。从3.0版本开始呢，我们就计划在每一个年度的大版本里，都给玩家去呈现一些完全不同于之前版本的内容。那在枫丹的话呢，其中比较重要的一块就是水下区域的探索。
Underwater
之前在
exploration.
3.8版本的这个前
Oh
瞻节目
dear.
中啊，我们就已经知道了啊，潜水是枫丹地区啊特有的全新玩法。
没错。
那相信玩家朋友们啊也是期待已久啊。那么话不多说啊，作为今天节目开始的这个重头戏啊，我们就先请鸡哥啊带领我们在枫丹的水下体验一番吧。
好的。那么当玩家来到枫丹之后呢，经过一个简单的引导，就可以在枫丹的水下自由探索了。那这一次呀，我们为
Oh
原
man,
神中所有的角
FF14
色
flashbacks.
都
I
新增了一
hated
套
being
水下的动作
underwater because you feel
那大家
so
也可以自由选
slow.
择自己喜欢的角色在水下游玩。为了保证呢玩家在水下探索的一个流畅性，我们这一次没有在
It
枫丹的水
looks
下做类
beautiful,
似氧气条
but
这
it's
样的
gonna
一些
get
设
old
计啊。
really
因为考虑
fast.
到呢，像氧气条这种设计，在常规的情况下， 主要是被用于限制水下的行动时间，来增加玩家的一个紧迫感但是枫丹的水下区域它没有这样一个设计目的所以基于同样的原因我们在枫丹其实也在允许玩家下潜自由探索的水域取消了在水域上的消耗体力的限制，也就是说玩家可以自由的在这部分区域畅游了。不过在水下也是存在冲刺的，冲刺呢会消耗水下特有的体力。不过，水下体力条的长度不需要额外解锁，水下也会存在相当多的复苏水团，靠近这些鱼群呢，可以恢复旅行者的水下体力和生命值。除了自由的潜泳以外我们在水下也提供了一种快速的长途移动的方式，叫做洋流。
Whether they're going with Monster Hunter through some mechanics, I can feel the lag on mobile. It was that or a lot of water temples. Speed loops just simply to go faster.
其实是一个观光的一个好办法。除此之外，我们还在设计。
Kokomi gonna look even more like a mermaid? Yeah, I'm probably gonna feel Kokomi quite a bit. It would just feel correct.
所以我们也设计了一些比较特殊的水体它们是完全悬浮在空中的。那玩家也可以设法从各个角度去进入这些水体，获取一些特殊的宝藏，或者直接把它们当做一种捷径来使用。那既然有特殊的水体呢，自然也会有特殊的水底陆上区域。那枫丹的水下也有大量的被水体包裹着的陆上区域来供大家探索。我们特意的把这些区域设计的相对的比较通畅，比较宽敞。那请大家也不用担心在其中探索会迷路。
看来枫丹这个水下世界远比我想象的要更加丰富有趣我已经迫不及待的想要亲自去体验了。
我也是。
话说回来我们知道这个新内容的这个诞生往往也面临着这个相当大的压力与这个阻力不知道这个原神的研发团队是怎么克服的呢？所以我们今天也想请鸡哥和我们聊聊这个枫丹水下的这个创作历程与创作思路。
好的。那这部分内容呢，我可以从战斗设计师的角度跟大家去聊一聊一般来说原神的版本内容规划我们都启动的比较早，像潜水这种年度的规划就可能会更早了。
I'm going to skim through this part, guys. Sorry, I actually find development process very interesting, but I do have some limited time.
看鸡哥最早咱们想要做提瓦特的水下
we're gonna
是
skip
出于
to
什
the
么样的
next
这个目的呢
section.
都非常美丽。那我们
I'll buy everyone from Diane. Bye, Mega Master. Thank you for joining.
没错，对于在之前探索过须弥地区的旅行者来说呢，只要跟随我们主线的步伐，就能轻松的抵达海陆港，乘坐全提瓦特独一无二的交通
Oh my
工具
gosh, it's
巡轨
Pom
船
Pom.
前往枫丹国最重要的城市枫丹亭了。当然呢，为了帮助大家顺畅便捷地进行旅行，对于还没有开拓沙漠地区版图的朋友呢，我们也准备了其他的方案。我们理解就是刚进入提瓦特不久的旅行者可能需要跋涉很远才能到达枫丹，因此呢，在 4.0 版本更新之后，对于所有完成魔神任务序章第3幕巨龙与自由之歌的旅行者。地图上须弥弗罗靠近枫丹的传送点就会自动解锁，大家就可以借助它快速来到枫丹边境了。
I see. So if they want to incentivize people to roll for new people to join for Fontaine characters, that makes sense. Otherwise, I have to go an insane long way.
枫丹水道呢，一共有3条线路，连接海陆港和总站的克莱门汀线，通往伊犁耶岛的纳维亚线，以及原本通往枫丹动能工程科学研究院方向的卡雷斯线。那么在巡轨船上呢，大家能够极目远眺，将周边的景色尽收眼底，还能听到我们可爱的小导游对于沿途的地标还有枫丹一些特有的风土人情的介绍。
There is no reason for it to be on water, but it's really cute.
节奏舒舒服服享受旅游的感觉我刚才注意到我们的导游朋友好像长得跟人类不太一样
对这种可爱的生灵呢叫做美露星，他们原本生活在与世隔绝的村落当中。尽管他们外表看起来都是小个子，连手脚都短短的，但是呢，他们拥有着一种与生俱来的特殊视觉，能够看见人类难以观察到的东西，所以更加容易找到。
If this was an MMO, this would be like another selectable race.
竹影亭的雇员现在大多都是美露星。
竹影亭，我还是第一次听到这个名字。
对，这是一个直接隶属于最高审判官的特别刑侦机构。那么枫丹的组织架构，如果要在这里展开的话，还挺复杂的。可能具体的细节呢，就留待各位旅行者进行探索吧。
说到最高审判官在枫丹这个以正义与审判为主题的国度，他似乎是一位无论从存在感还是地位来说都很强的人物我记得在须弥主线的最后，小草神纳西达也提到过他，还提到枫丹的运转建立在一套关于正义的审判体系之上。对这种说法，我还是挺纳闷的。
这就要从我们枫丹的特殊能源体系开始讲起了。
刚才鸡哥啊也为我们提到了史基力这个概念。枫丹整个地区啊
talking about things that I think they will cover in the game, so
枫丹科学院的创立者
I assume in the plot they're going to cover this, so we're going to skip
这也
this
是
too.
眼下最受观众期待的节目。
哇，人气那么高，有什么秘诀吗？
我想除了魔术表演本身精妙的设计和意外性之外呢，更多仰赖的还是大魔术师林尼他的个人魅力吧。
Some shots gave me memories of all slow rides used for transportation from roller coaster
就像观众一样追求着新鲜感。在声名鹊起之后呢，他也从未安于现状，而是不断精进自己的技术。
Guillotine, well, it is France.
的魔术。另一方面呢，林尼也十分擅长营造演出氛围，往往会在情绪层层铺垫之后选取恰当的时机，最终呢就引爆惊喜的礼花。旅行者们呢也可以在 4.0 版本中通过体验林尼的传说任务被遗忘的怪盗，了解更多关于他的故事。
他笑起来的样子啊，真是充满了自信的魅力啊，好像从来不会害怕失误或者危险。他在战斗中也是这么游刃有余吗？
林尼呢是一位运用火元素的弓箭角色，在战斗中他往往会发射影锯魔术箭命中敌人，召唤一顶能够嘲讽周围敌人的怪笑猫猫帽，并选取时机让它引爆，造成伤害。而元素爆发大魔术灵迹巡游，则能让它化形为快速移动怪笑冒冒猫，降下华丽焰火，引爆灿烂的礼花。
Is that what they call the Grim Malkin hat?
叫做琐碎观察术，还能帮助大家在小地图上标记出附近枫丹区域特产的位置。
这个技能说明啊，我都不敢再念一遍。
是的，怪笑猫猫猫和怪笑冒冒猫是两种不同的。
那猫猫猫。
哎，那作为林尼的妹妹林尼特，是不是同样身怀绝技？
没错。身为魔术助手，同时也是舞台上最接近魔术师的人，林尼特同样有着高超的魔术造诣。兄妹两人往往一起一位吸引观众的注意，另一位呢在背后完成手法，彼此轮转，依靠天衣无缝的配合，呈现出精彩的演出。但从性格上来说，林尼特要低调恬静得多。他习惯将自己藏在林尼身后，避开人们的关注，看起来呢总是在发呆，最多就是全神贯注地待在角落里面品茶。但实际上，林尼特拥有非常敏锐的观察力，早就在暗中记下了种种细节，并捕捉到了很多关键的信息。
一个在明，一个在暗，这种台上台下的默契，真的让人很羡慕。
在战斗中呢，林尼特能够以迷身引导的姿态疾走，并向标记到的敌人击出迷影突刺。而林尼特的元素爆发能够变出巨大的惊奇猫猫核，嘲讽并对周围的敌人造成风元素伤害。
这个惊奇猫猫核还能和其他元素产生互动，不愧是魔术助手啊，把这点都考虑到了
虽然低调，但也很专业。
说到专业啊，我记得他们还有一位名叫菲米尼的弟弟是吧？好像是个厉害的潜水员。
I like this guy.
跟哥哥姐姐不同的是，
Something about the way he talks is just like he feels like me for real, for
拉开
real.
了自己和灯光还有人群的距离，喜欢在独属于他的海底畅游。
His siblings went off into theater while he wanted to become a marine
在夜深
biologist.
人静的时候，全身心的沉浸在拆解和维修小型机械之中。当然，这里面有一部分是被林尼特不小心弄坏的。
哎，听着是一个心地纯真的男孩，但是有点内向。
这一部分呢，也与他的成长经历比较息息相关。好在生活当中呢，林尼与林尼特对他很是照顾。他还有一只陪伴在身边的发条企鹅，名字叫佩伊。在战斗中，菲米尼能够通过元素战技伏兵增压，进入佩伊克技状态，并根据压力阶级进行不同的攻击。而当菲米尼使用元素爆发之后，元素战技还将得到更进一步的强化。
既然菲米尼是一位潜水员，用它来探索水下世界，是不是就算专业对口呢？
没错。当菲米尼在队伍中的时候呢，队伍里自己的角色水中耐力消耗将降低35%，的确能够帮助各位旅行者呀更高效的去进行水下冒险。
This is no time for distractions. Seriously, you have a great magician standing right here. You don't want to miss the best part, do you? Now disappear! Let's get this show on the road!
I'm excited to hear more strings.
Seems Linny is saying some strange things again. It's really worrying.
Let the magic begin!
I don't know why I just noticed they have ears.
It's easy to fix a machine when
Wait,
you know
only
how
she
it's
has
built
ears.
and how it works. But people...
This guy's for all the people who already love Albedo.
Commencing cleanup. 那聊完新角色啊，是不是可以揭晓新版本活动起源的具体安排了？我已经迫不及待了，想要和这些新朋友一起在枫丹冒险了。
好的，在4.0版本第一阶段，林尼和叶兰都将迎来概率 up， 林尼特将会出现在同期的2个活动起源中，并提升获取概率。而下半期呢，则将迎来钟离和达达利亚。
Oh, he's a 4-star.
同时，菲米尼的获取概率
I don't really want to pull for Zhongli or Tartaglia, but maybe I'll eventually get him. Even sounds a little bit like Core Albedo.
此外呢，全新的5星弓箭最初的大魔术也将会在武器活动起源中出现。
Oh my gosh, his cat ear
在看
bow.
版本 PV 的时候啊，我已经留意到了几张新面孔，比如那位有着一头黄色长发的纳维亚小姐。没记错的话，有一条水道线路就是以她的名字命名的，对吗？
大伟哥很敏锐啊，没错，纳维亚是刺玫会的现任会长。身为大小姐的她，性格乐观，待人热络，行事作风更是相当不拘一格。在4.0版本的魔神任务中，我们将与她共同行动，追查一起重要的案件。我们还将认识身手不凡的决斗代理人克洛林德，他不仅是公子达达利亚渴望去切磋过招的对手，也和纳维亚之间有着某种复杂的联系。至于严肃公正的最高审判官纳维莱特，大伟哥刚刚就很在意的性格跳脱的水神弗宁娜，还有提前和大家见过面，到处追求着大新闻的蒸汽鸟报记者夏洛蒂，都将在4.0版本的魔神任务中登场。
She's like
除了上述
Yanfei
提
and
到
March
的新角色
7th.
之外呢，我们在序曲 PV 至周末的欢宴中出场的其他人物呢，也将在后续版本中陆续与大家见面。
哦，那我可要坐不住了啊！这次也是连续3个版本都有魔神任务吗？
是的，枫丹的主线故事将从4.0贯穿到4.2，希望玩家朋友们可以在枫丹度过一段难忘的旅途。
枫丹啊，已经是我们旅行去往的第5个国家了。每次打开地图看的时候啊，我都感到旅途还真是走得挺远的。
对呀，对于我们制作团队来说，能走那么远，真的离不开每一位旅行者一路以来的认可、支持和陪伴。拿我们自己来说的话，原神的 IP 团队从无到有，自2018年以独立团队成立，写下《风之歌》以来，一直秉承着一种不变的信念。我们希望能为玩家献上一个足够壮大，让大家沉浸其中的崭新的幻想世界。希望能创作出并呈现。
Joke is on them. I haven't even done Sumeru, so I have plenty of content.
那么接下来啊，就请我们的场景美术阿泽、战斗设计师林斌为我们分享枫丹地区的地貌与生态吧。
旅行者们好，又和大家见面了。我是原神的场景美术阿泽，很荣幸能够为大家讲解枫丹这个新地区的场景设计理念。
旅行者们好，很高兴能够来到今天的节目现场。我是水下战斗设计师林冰，今天也会着重为大家介绍枫丹地区的新怪物与新生物。
我想先问问阿泽啊，我们都知道在提瓦特啊，不同的地区都有自己独特的美术气质。那么枫丹地区啊，整体上呈现的是哪种感觉呢？
I really liked Inazuma's creature design because it was very like kind of Ghibli, so I wonder what they're going to do with this one.
其中最具特色也是投入精力最多的是板块抬升、人文建筑、水下生态这3部分。
这里的板块抬升是指什么呢？阿泽来给我们简单介绍一下吧。
其实啊，在我们第一次来到枫丹的时候，就能够马上看到这个奇观了。在某种神秘力量的影响下，整个枫丹的板块都被抬升了起来，与提瓦特其他地区形成了巨大的落差。也正是因为这个原因，让我们的枫丹形成了一种连绵几千米、高300多米的巨型瀑布，看起来非常壮观。
早听说过枫丹有一个瀑布啊，但没想到如此的巨大啊。
确实，这个现象在设定上也是有一些故事的，在这里就先不展开了。不过可以分享的是，制作这么巨大的瀑布，其实在我们的美术和技术上都给我们团队带来了非常大的挑战。
So glad they got a 3x limitation, gives our conquest time to cook. Yeah, I wish they had done that earlier actually with Inazuma. I think Inazuma could have been a lot better.
那么连接这些地区，它们之间的逻辑是需要更加合理一些的。 再比
Welcome,
如这么
Ramble
大这么长的瀑布，其实要做好是需要非常多的美术细节的，这些对性能都是一个极大的挑战。以及大家或多或少都知道，水的渲染层级问题一直是业内的一个技术挑战。
那这么高的瀑布啊，我们怎么上去呀？
那自然不会让旅行者们爬上去的。其实大家可以乘坐一种特殊的升降机，它可以带领旅行者登上瀑布。
原来如此啊，能看出大家在制作的过程中考虑得非常周全。
是的，所以我们也真诚的希望旅行者们能够喜欢。接下来我们一起来看一
This
看芬兰的自
guitar
然风
case
貌和
is
人文
really
建筑。
unnecessarily
我正好也想
complicated.
了解这些呢。我们在做自然风貌与人文建筑设计的时候，是会去采风啊，还是会做一些有趣的研究吗？
是的，我们先聊聊自然风貌部分吧。在设计的时候，我们会从欧洲，特别是法国地区抓取一些灵感。比如在山体上吸收了部分阿尔卑斯山脉的特征，植被我们也寻找了很多当地特色的植被作为参考。不过这里不得不提一下，植被设计的时候对我们造成了一些困扰，因为枫丹的灵感来源是欧洲嘛，在蒙德的时候，其实我们已经做过类似的表达。由于地区相近，本身的植被生态呢也非常的相似，所以说如何做出枫丹特色，对我们来说是一个挑战。
明白了，其实就是要自我超越啊。那么最终这个难点是怎么克服的呢？
后来项目组的同学经过研究和探索，最终从18世纪的一些欧洲油画里找到了灵感，其中一些大师的作品真是令人陶醉，那种朦胧唯美的感觉非常符合我们想要的美术表现。我们从中抓取了一些造型特征，使枫丹普通的雪松啊、伞松等植被变得更加优雅，具有枫丹特色。
所以说啊，还是会从历史与艺术中获得灵感与沉淀呀。
确实，除了自然风貌，枫丹的人文建筑同样是一次非常大胆的尝试。在我们的设定中，由于大洪水的灾难、多次的淹没和重建，让枫丹亭高墙巨垒，气势磅礴。用心的旅行者甚至可以发现，其实，在枫丹的海床上还遗留着部分被淹没的旧城遗迹。
Bye, Drew. Have a good weekend. What if I want to climb the waterfall?
是啊，枫
Like
丹
in
亭
a
内既有
Breath of the
精致
Wild, where
优
you
雅的
can
上
swim
层
a
区，
bit with
也
the
有
Zora
充满了生
armor.
活气
That'd be
息
kind
的
of
居
cool.
民区，当然也有相对艰苦混搭的下层区。在整个主城的设计上，我们是以巴洛克建筑风格为基底，把水、齿轮、发条等元素结合起来，以 Art Deco 类艺术风格构建完成。除主城之外呢，
So that's why it kind of gives me Piltover vibes. It's the Art Deco
比如充满
Baroque.
故事性、由大船构建完成的白松镇，还有可爱神秘、连烟囱都冒着泡泡的海默村，以及忧郁凄美、闪落着泪滴的水下之城。也许你在世界的某个地方还能见到这座温馨精致的庭院，一旁的向日葵会和你一起享受这份静谧的美好。
我看今天咱们的布景啊，就是以这座枫丹庭院为原型的呀。
确实，在惊险刺激的探险之余，也存在着这样的地方可供旅行者小憩。
如果旅行者来到秘境，会发现很多齿
Poisson
轮
was literally just fish, yeah.
进入了一个精密
There's
器械的
that
内部。
old Little Mermaid song, the Le Poisson, Le
机械啊之类
Poisson.
的内容，我想这应该是枫丹的特色之一吧。我们好像在之前的前瞻节目中也有看到过一些机械卫兵。
确实，旅行者们在枫丹各处漫步的过程中，时不时会遇到一些有着精密结构的机械装置，它们由枫丹人制造，用于进行生产和守卫的工作。这些机械装置统称为发条机关，每一种都是为了特定的工作而设计的。除了大伟哥刚刚提到的为了警戒和防卫而专门设计的机械卫兵，他们有的还可以海底勘探，有的可以环境侦察，有的可以挖掘采集。面对普通的枫丹公民时，发条机关会按照预设的程序进行工作，而一旦附近的生物干扰了工作的正常进行，
And I'm sure,
他们就会尝试进行驱逐。
对，他们还是由蛮荒能量驱动的，是这个吧？
确实，就像小罗浩同学说的，枫丹人会利用蛮荒能量与绿常混能这两种特殊能源来维持很多体系的运作。其中，荒芒湮灭能量模块会用在发条机关上。具体的原理是，发条机关利用终极器从枫丹的环境中提炼荒性与芒性产生能量，所以在枫丹之外的区域，他们就只能通过预先准备的能量块进行短程短时的行动了。
很有意思的设计啊！枫丹人制作发条
I
机
really
关
like the
还有什么特殊的用
mecha
途吗？
designs. I think they look
本
so
来是没
cool.
有的，纯粹的工作属性就是发条机关的价值。
Oh, of course, it helps that, like, with the opera, it does strongly remind me of Nier, yeah. Nice and sweet. This is really cool to me. It looks annoying to fight, but oh my gosh, it looks so nice.
不过，机械师梅亚德在接手后，又将他们改造成了战斗用机器人。现在，帮助机械师收集战斗数据，成为了他们的主要功能。那在设计的过程中，我们参考了欧洲中世纪的舞蹈，结合花样滑冰的动作，让玩家可以与他们共同演绎一出冰封组曲，在战斗过程中获得完全不同的共舞体验。
虽然看起来就很不好对付啊，但不得不说，冰封组曲
There's one Fontaine village that had a cool name, Petrichor, and then there's just fish. Well, maybe there's a reason they sunk under the ocean.
阿泽和我们聊聊水下的设计呗。
玩家初次到达的水下其实是浅海区域，曾经这里并不是海，因为海平面的上升淹没了这些区域。细心的观察会发现，很多地方还保留了陆地和人文的痕迹。由于大家是第一次在提瓦特潜水，为了让大家能够在水下过渡更加舒适，所以我们在视觉设计上也做了相对清淡明快一些，造型和色彩上也相对概括收敛。相比陆地，水下的山石更具有海浪的造型。植被设计
First academia to academia, now mecha to mecha. Well, this is a country that named a village fish, so you know. Not outside the realm of impossibility.
水下那些怪物是不是也是这个道理啊？
确实，尽管枫丹的水下怪物原型都是基于现实世界中存在的海洋生物。我们在设计的时候呢，也竭力削弱其与深海恐怖的关联。那最后所呈现出来的呢，便是远海异种这一族群。族群中会有一些佼佼者进化出了富集元素力的部位，在陆地上时，这些部位的元素力会被激活，使其可以使用元素力的技能，还可以一定程度上保护自己。不过，水下的远海异种们比较喜欢祥和安逸的氛围，不会远远的就对旅行者展开追击。但如果旅行者惊扰了他们动起手来，也绝对不含糊。而这样的一个族群也会有一些凶猛的大家伙。在 4.0 版本，旅行者们将有机会在某个洞穴的深处见到远海异种进化到最终形态的霸主铁甲熔火帝王。
看他的身形十分威猛呀，背后好像还有一个小火山，和刚才看到的远海异种在外形上差别很大。
确实，铁甲熔火帝王的性格暴躁易怒，攻击也充满了侵略性。他背部的小火山其实是可以发射火球的火炮。想必现在的他正在等待着一位值得挑战的对手来和他掰一掰手腕。
看来又是一位有实力的对手呢。我听说在枫丹啊，还有许多有意思的小动物可以和旅行者互动。
确实，这也是枫丹与众不同的地方之一。我们设计小动物的时候，参考了现实生物的性格与外观，同时又加入了一些幻想要素，让他们在提瓦特的世界里活灵活现了起来。比如会在旅行者面前做贝壳表演的悠悠海獭。好奇心旺盛的鱼鸥，摇摆轮唱开音乐会的散雀等等，相信他们能够为大家在枫丹的旅途中增添不少趣味与欢乐。
大自然的生命力是无限的，在提瓦特也不例外啊。
好的，两位同学的分享可以说是干货满满，让我对枫丹的场景与生态都有了更加清晰的感受。团队一些研发过程中的思考也很有意思。那其实我知道 4.0 版本还有很多惊喜等待着大家亲自去体验，对吧？
是的，枫丹的风景还有很多，那么更多的奇幻之旅，就让我们在 4.0 版本一起描绘吧。
千万不要走开，还有活动以及
Looks like they
系
put a
统
lot
优
of
化
work
部分的
into
内容
it.
等待着大家，后面的节目更加精彩。
Oh, is that the end? Doesn't look like it. What time is it? 3:44. Yee! Cutting it a little close.
和当地人民生活中会遇到的奇闻趣事很感兴趣。
没错，每次在更新新的地区的时候啊，我就经常喜欢在有人的地方兜兜转转，观察一下每个国家它独特的人文细节，还会挨个跟当地的人对话，为的就是听听他们在街头巷尾平时都聊些什么。
我看到枫丹亭的规模似乎相当大啊。那在这么大的城市里有没有什么有趣的地方可以分享给大家呢？
说到有趣的地方可能大伟哥会和我一样喜欢枫丹特色的店铺，比如来书的发条工坊。我们在枫丹亭的廖奈区散步的时候就有可能见到它的门面。
发条工坊听起来像是生产各种枫丹特产工艺品的店铺。
是的。来书的发条工坊它的主营业务就是售卖各式各样的发条机械装置，从玩具鸟到发条人偶，可是应有尽有。那这一次呢，我们在发条工坊的门口会遇到2名满口歇后语的店员。
His Serval's workshop. It is kind of funny coming out of Bellabog and then going here because. Oh, you really see the Art Deco influence there. I like both, but yeah, Fontaine had a lot of world building work done into it. It shows a lot of work.
不是决斗代理人呢是枫丹的一种特殊职位他是
Champion Duelist
认为这是一个非常好的枫丹文化符号，所以想将其制成玩具并发扬光大。
Making
只可
duel.
惜决斗代理人并非是我们日常
Oh.
所以
They're
发条工坊的
plushies?
店员们需要一些我们的帮助来提供参考。
既然是连本地人都不常见到的人物感觉这个任务应该不简单呀。那我们具体都要怎么去帮忙呢？
在本次奇书巧物前哨战的活动中 为了展现出决斗代理人级别的能力，
Mecha
我们需要帮忙进行3个实验，来让发条工坊的店员们收集制作玩具所需要的冒险数据。那作为回报呢，他们会奖励我们蜜铜发条活动代币来换取相应的物资作为报酬。第1个实验是跑酷玩法，湍流急行冲锋赛。在枫丹地区啊，我们有着广阔的水下区域，旅行者在水下可以通过湍流水环进行急速冲刺，同时需要躲避水下的各种障碍完成关卡的挑战。相信旅行者们可以沿途欣赏到水下丰富多彩的景色。第2个实验是挑战玩法，效能模拟实战环。在这个实验中啊，旅行者需要在枫丹的野外与敌人进行对战，其中就不乏有一些具备枫丹特色的发条机关。希望在战斗的过程中，旅行者们能够体验到乐趣同时进一步了解枫丹的生态。那第3个实验呢是音乐玩法
，Dance music gameplay。
旅行者们需要通过操作一种叫做冒险家玩具的道具，跟随音乐的节拍，在恰当的时机进行攻击打击轨道两侧的玩偶，从而获取积分，领取奖励。
这个冒险家玩具的样子，这白发，这护目镜，感觉有点眼熟，它有点像班尼特。
大伟哥说的没错，这个冒险家玩具的原型它就是班尼特。但是作为蒙德的冒险家，又是怎么和枫丹的玩具扯上关系的呢？这就等待各位旅行者通过玩具战争态势图开启活动剧情来了解了。
我懂，想卖个关子，对吧？那么在4.0版本中啊，我们还会在枫丹体验到其他活动吗？
这个当然也是有的。那接下来要给大家介绍的是博物通志水国寻迹。旅行者在这个活动当中啊，需要收集特定种类的采集物，或者是说击败特定种类的怪物。这些采集物或者怪物都是枫丹地区所特有的。通过活动界面呢，我们可以标注出目标物的附集点位。在到达推荐点位附近的时候啊，小地图上还会有显示提醒，帮助对枫丹还不熟悉的旅行者们来顺利完成挑战。
听起来啊，这个活动对我们探索枫丹区域很有帮助呀。
没错。那除了博物通志水国寻迹以外呢，4.0版本还有一个拍照活动光影研学旖旎水界，这也可以帮助大家快速了解枫丹。旅行者们需要根据任务提示拍摄指定的枫丹景观或者生物来完成委托。如果旅行者呢对枫丹还不够熟悉，暂时找不到需要记录的事物，也可以前往活动界面上的推荐的地方去寻找。
Makes sense. They want to give people time.
是我最喜欢的拍照活动了。
除此之外呢，4.0版本我们还会有一个战斗挑战活动，叫岛刃破决。这个活动当中呢，除了常规的战斗手段，每一个关卡还会有独特的岛刃虚景机制。旅行者们可以灵活利用岛刃虚景来有效地降低战斗的难度，战胜眼前的敌人。另外啊，活动还有着多种难度可以供旅行者们挑战。那对自身实力有自信的旅行者们，可以尝试挑战一下更高的难度。另外啊，在4.0版本中，我们还会再次开启地脉遗泳活动，旅行者们请不要错过哦。
聊了这么多枫丹的活动
，Mech-toy version of Beat Saber
又多了一分啊。
Underwater
是的，我个人和
photography
旅行者们一样，期待枫丹的到来。对于期待枫丹新角色的旅行者们啊，我还带来一个好消息，那就是在4.0版本更新后，当旅行者的冒险等阶达到25级之后，就可以在活动面板通过活动魔术永不落幕，免费领取4星角色林尼特。
Oh, that's nice. I wonder why they give you her
科
though.
普者的旅行者们在培养枫丹角色的时候，可能比较难以获得对应的素材，所以在旅行者们领取林尼特时，还会同时获得突破它1阶段所需要的材料，这便于我们前期培养角色使用。
太好了，能直接获得一些到枫丹才能采集到的素材。
I can tell they really want to bring a new wave of players with the new update because they're implementing a lot of
4.0 版
that.
本中还会有全新的角色装备带给大家。此次啊，我们总共推出了12把全新武器。除了之前已经在卡池展示过的最初的大魔术以外，
Oh, craftables? Ooh, they look so pretty.
武器以及在钓鱼商店可领取的特殊武器。
wow.
其中啊，5把锻造武器的图纸，大家可以在枫丹亭的铁
It's
匠
like
铺
they give
找
one
到
free
1次代
character
来
from
兑
each
换。
region.
另外啊，此次新增加的
Who is
5把
Inazuma?
4星的技型武器会进入30级技型的奖励箱中。在添加新技型武器的同时啊，我们也保留了以前旧的技型武器。那这样的话，旅行者就可以在新旧共10把武器当中自由选择。
Oh, they increased
我们
BP.
也推出了2套
Oh my
全
gosh,
新
and
圣
new
物烛影
artifacts.
猎人与黄金剧团。旅行者们可以通过挑战全新的祝圣秘境罪祸的终末来获取。
Denouement of sin.
4.0 版本还有什么
It's a very dramatic country.
更新方面的消息可以告诉我们吗？
当然是有的。 那既然是
UX
年度版本的
improvements.
开端，
I
我
actually
们必然
love
会着重
UX
解决于
improvements.
现在最困扰玩家的问题，以及优化游戏当中尚有不足的部分。这一次啊，给大家带来的是分层地图
Multi-layered
和配对界面的优化。
Party setup screen
另外啊，我们
update.
的七圣召唤
Is
呢
it
也增加
faster
了
now?
观战模式。4.0 版本将会
Spectating
时
in the
装分层地
TCG?
图功能
Really? You
我们
only
希望
have
它能够
one
提升
meta.
玩家的探索体验。分层地图是一个我个人也很喜欢的功能，我们可以通过切换地图层级来查看想要了解的区域。当旅行者们进入有分层地图
Be
的
nice
区
if
域
they
时，
gave us
小
from
地
in
图
it.
啊就会自动
Since
切
he has
换
the
为
less
显示
aquatic
分层地
stamina
图的
boost,
样
type
子。
I can skip Lina
当
and
回
if
到提瓦
needed.
特大
It's
地图
France
界面
drama
时，
as a
小地图
requirement.
显
True.
示就变回我们熟悉的老样子。
I'm more
而选中
thinking,
了任何位
I
于
like
其
from in
他
it
层的
more,
地
I
图，那么
think.
系统也会直接切
Like,
换
nothing
为显示
against
对应层的
Liney,
地图
but, you。 know.
旅行者们打开
Or
分层地
Lynette,
图，
but
系统还会高亮显示同层点的角标，哎，还是挺方便的。
这是一个很实用的功能啊。
哎，是的。除了4.0即将上线的新地区会时装分层地图功能以
Multi-layered
外，
map
我们还会
will
对
be
已
nice,
经上线的部分
actually.
区域更新分层地图，帮助玩家更好的在这些区域探索。
哦，也就是说，之前像赤王陵或是荒海这样的地方，我们也能在4.0更新后看到他们的分层地图了。
Yeah, I will actually, I'll actually profit off of this multi-layered map when I play through Sumeru, I
4.0
think.
版本后，配对界面会以更加动态的方式进行呈现。我们为每一位角色都重新设计了入队。
More than animations, I just want it to load faster and be easier. I want it to be easier to switch, not more fancy.
完全没错。每名角色啊，在加入队伍的时候都有一段独特的
Like
对话。
that's
我们在
cute,
调整
but
角色在队伍中的顺序的时候啊，也可以看到他们充满
oh,
个
that's
性的演出。
really cute.
哎，值得一提的是啊，配对界面的背景还有许多种。旅行者们在不同场景下进入这个配对界面，
That's cute, but
背景
I
还
can
会
I
随之
just
切换。
load it
那
faster,
更多的
please?
背景呢，就等待旅行者们在4.0版本后自己去发现了。
哇，雷电将军的配对效果好酷啊！
是的，那最后啊，大家很关心的七圣召唤的观战功能也会在4.0版本正式上线。玩家可以通过好友界面或者联机界面，选择观战自己的好友或者联机队友正在进行的七圣召唤对局。如果玩家和对战双方均在同一个大世界啊，还支持以裁判视角来进行观战。
New look for the party setup.
如果玩家不太希
2
望
hours
其
late,
他
got
人
distracted
观战
making
自己的
okay
对决
side
也可以
quests.
在七圣召唤的局内设置
You
当
won't
中
suffer through
进行设置
underground
哦。
Sumeru,
不错
yeah.
这样一来啊，我和牌友们又多了一种互动的方式呢。哎，我已经迫不及待的想和他们分享讨论了。不过今天啊，还有最后一些重要内容要和大家分享。休息片刻回来，马上揭晓。
Nice. Okay. I think we're more or less done. I actually really do have to go, so thank you for watching with me. It looks really pretty. We're not gonna see it for a very long time because I plan on going through the whole Sumeru story arc, but that means we have a lot to look forward to, so that's nice. And Genshin turns out has a lot of cutscenes, so it's actually a great multitasking game. So thank you for joining me. Yeah, I gotta go, but I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, redeem your codes, have a good time, have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye!